So it's come to my attention that it is Black History Month, and I need to do a video because there's been something that's been on my mind. Before we get into this video, I'd like everyone to play a little game with me. Take your hand. I know my hand is actually f*** you. Take your hand, hold it in front of your face, and count down with me. Put a finger down if you've ever taken an interest in something that people of your own race said, that's white people shit. Put a finger down if you've ever been told that, hey, the way you dress, the way you talk, just the way you act, period, you act like a white person and you're not black. Put a finger down if you've ever been told by someone who isn't black that you're not like the others. Put a finger down if you've ever been excluded from something by members of your own race in an attempt to other you and make you feel like you're not one of us. And lastly, for the guys out there, or for the girls, you know, we play fair over here. Put a finger down if you've ever been told, you look like you only date white girls, or you look like you only date white guys. That last one, I can understand because, you know, back then in high school, I used to dress, well, like this. But dating a white girl, I mean, I'll fuck a white girl. If she a fine ass snow bunny, shit, hell yeah. If you have a closed fist right now, and you were just shaking your fist, like you were just clenching that motherfucker, hey, welcome to the game. You've probably been told multiple times throughout your life, or pretty much your entire life, that you are not black, or you are not black enough. And to those people out there, I feel for you. I really do. I have gotten comments like that multiple times throughout my life. Despite me having this complexion, despite me having this hair texture, 4C gang, where you at? Despite all of that, you know, despite having all of the character traits that you would attribute to a black person, people have called me out of my race. People have tried to tell me that I act white, or that I talk white, or that I don't want to exist in my skin color, which couldn't be further from the truth. I embrace who I am. I don't see any shame in my game. I don't see a point in hiding who I am, especially when everything that I like is cool as fuck. Being black and being born in Gen Z, you know, between 1997 and 2012, it's like we're in this weird state of cognitive dissonance at all times. When we're with our black friends, what do? You know, we throw on the black scent, we play Cash or Quan, we play, well, I don't know about you guys, but I pretty much exclusively play Cash or Quan around my black friends.
I wake up, get money in these streets. I wake up, get money in these streets.
You know, we ham up the blackness. Even if that isn't truly 100% who we are, we feel the need to fit in, otherwise we will be ostracized by our own people, no less. And on the flip side, when we're with our white friends, we're doing cocaine in a black Benz, we'll be high as fuck before the night ends. When we're with our black friends, we act almost completely different, and I understand why. You know, it's because Gen Z, we were the very first generation of black kids to have a good, reliable internet connection. Black kids who grew up on the internet, it throws in a whole new layer of complexity, because depending on what you were exposed to, you got to see a different part of society. You got to add another badge to your culture badge collection. That was a terrible metaphor. Basically, if you grew up with the internet and you were black, you were most likely considered weird as fuck by your peers, but you were considered awesome as fuck by other black kids who also grew up on the internet. I mean, if it wasn't for the internet, I wouldn't have known about Scott Pilgrim, or Angry Video Game Nerd, or Sammy Classic Sonic Fan, or this.
You flaming idiots! Take this!
Shout out to the real ones who know everything that I just said. You guys are awesome. I fuck with you guys. If it wasn't for the internet, you know, I wouldn't exist to be the person I am. I probably would be a completely different person. And it's thanks to the internet that we have such a diverse look coming from the black community now. We've got the earthy hoes, we've got the rock hoes, we've got the white hoes. I don't mean to call all of you hoes. That's my misogynist brain. I'm trying to get rid of that thing. I'm trying to you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do better. Being Gen Z and black is like we inherited this weird battle from our elders, and also white people. As innocent as white people like to portray themselves to be, as much as they want to be our allies, there seems to be no escaping colorism. And if we can't escape colorism, we sure as fuck aren't escaping racism. And that's why we have such a hard time as black people setting boundaries with other races or other colors of people. You know, who gets to throw on the black scent, who gets to say the N-word, who gets to come to the cookout. All of these things are black, right? But at the end of the day, the idea of black is kind of an antiquated concept. And, you know, let's start there. Let's start right there. Being black, that wasn't something we came up with as black people. That was the whiteys, that was the tidy whiteys, that was the palm colored people. We had nothing to do with that classification. The idea of black and white was forced on us in order to create a hierarchy. If anything, the idea of black as it's known today is more or less a sociological condition than it is an actual indication of race, ethnicity, heritage. That's why a white person can be dropped off in the hood, left to fend for himself, and he will come out the way we would expect a black person to come out. I think the idea of black itself is something that we need to do away with if we want to integrate into society, not assimilate. I want to be clear, but if we want to be perceived as friend and not foe, you and I bleed the same, we both are human beings at the end of the day, then classifications like black and white need to be done away with. I don't think I'm saying anything that hasn't already been said, but on the flip side, if racism and colorism continue and there's nothing we can do about it, then is the fight really worth it? Is it? I mean, I get tired. Don't you get tired of policing blackness? Because I certainly do. I get tired. I get tired of policing blackness. I used to be that guy who used to be like, hey, if your mama ain't black, you ain't black. But I'm tired. I'm at the point where I'm tired of deciding who isn't black. But I can tell you who definitely isn't black. Y'all Mexican and white motherfuckers, man. When I hear y'all say the N-word, man, that shit bothers the fuck out of me, bro. Like, the nerve of you bitches. No, I'm just playing. But no, I'm actually not playing. It really does bother me when I hear non-black people say the N-word. Cause it's not for y'all. Y'all didn't get called that growing up. You either got called, well, I'm not gonna say what y'all got called, but y'all got called something else. Y'all didn't get called no nigga. So
What's your emergency?
what's going on, y'all? reporting to you live from the hood. You know what I'm saying? We doing the hood vlogs. And yeah, man, a lot of people don't know places like this even exist. So I'm gonna give y'all the rundown where I grew up at. You feel me? So yeah, come on, like type shit. Yeah, man. So like I said, people don't even know places like this exist. Like I remember I was 8 years old and a nigga, he died like right over there on that corner. You see that?
So tell us what happened type shit. Like, how did he die?
Yeah, he died cause like he was walking, right, and then he slipped and fell on a banana peel or some shit. He busted his shit open and like, imagine being 8 years old and seeing that shit, like crazy. So yeah, and then like this corner right here, that's when the, you know what I'm saying, the Israelites would come out, do their stand-up comedy routine. You feel me? They had a nice little crowd too. Right around here, that's the creek. Y'all ever watch Craig of the Creek? Cameraman, you ever watch Craig of the Creek?
Hell no. What?
Anyway, are you black?
Yes.
Right. Are you black?
I am indeed a nigga.
That ain't what I thought. But anyway, so you're black, right? So what does it mean to be black? What do you think?
I guess you was born and your skin was darker than white.
What do you think about mixed race people?
I don't really think about them. I mean, what is it to think? They exist?
Supposedly, mixed race people aren't as black as me and you.
Define black.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think there's a one size fits all as far as blackness and being that? Or do you think it's more diverse?
It's definitely diverse. It's definitely not one size fits all. If you think about it, like, black people like to claim that we invented every fucking thing, especially creative endeavors. Like, think about music. We created rock and roll and jazz and this and that. Like, but now niggas look at you sideways if you listen to that same shit now. You know what I'm saying? Even if the artist is black, I definitely think we diverse. We super talented. We super athletic. And unbeknownst to most, we super fucking smart. Like, a lot of people don't know about all these black billionaires, and I'm not talking about like Jay-Z's and Oprah's and shit. Like, it's motherfuckers that actually founded companies that came from nothing and turned it into something in America right now, that grew up in the hood just like we did. And those are the type of motherfuckers I'm trying to count myself amongst those at some point in my life. I'm working on it.
Not to get political, but if you're black, you're black. And one thing about me, I love the Friday movies. I love Denzel Washington, Samuel L. Jackson when he was at the Super Bowl. That was crazy. I love Mary J. Blige. I love SWV. I love Anita Baker. I love the stylistics. I love Michael Jackson's music pre-Thriller, you know. I think Black Pussy tastes the best. It's just, I can't lie. But I also love the Carpenters. They're like my favorite music duo. I also really love Hiroyuki Imaishi's art style, and the way he draws things and animates things is amazing, really inspiring. I also think Jim Carrey is probably the best living actor ever. About as good as Will Smith. I love learning about other cultures. I love learning new languages. I'm trying to learn 3 languages right now. And if you think me saying I like all of those things makes me less black, then 2 things. A, you're probably not black. But B, if you are black, then you're probably not as pro-black as you think you are. Because why else would a black person tell another black person who and what they can and cannot be?
バージーワールド